This episode of Philly Fame TV is sponsored by Top Dog Law. Now y'all already know who to call for any accidents or injury cases. If you want that top dollar, you better get that Top Dog. You can hit him up on Instagram at Top Dog Law or visit his website www.topdoglaw.com. Philly Fame. Yeah, y'all now tuned in to Philly Fame TV. Once again, shout out to everybody that's tapping in. Shout out to everybody that's been showing love to the channel. If that's your first time tapping in, make sure y'all subscribe, like the channel and all that good stuff. Like the content, share it, and all that good stuff. But we're going to get right into it, man. Like, the reason I'm doing this joint right here is because, I kind of was inspired pretty much to do it. Based on, Leak Moss recently did a couple interviews. One on Flip the Script with Queen's Flip, and another joint with Dougie Diamonds I seen. And they basically was asking about ARAB and stuff like that, and different things in regards to ARAB. And, I just wanted to, finally put this message out there that, that I got from Ed. This from a couple years ago. I've been sitting on it because, I got close personal relationship with Ed, and I wasn't really trying to clout chase off him. I genuinely was reaching out to him, asking him how he was doing and stuff like that, and he had responded back to me and basically was sharing a message with me about what's going on with him and what he see going on with other people, and he kind of predicted what was going to happen with the RICO charges and other people getting indicted, other rappers and stuff like that getting indicted. So I never put it out there because, like I said, I wasn't trying to get nothing off Ed, wasn't trying to clout chase off Ed, but I generally, felt bad for him, like, him being in this situation, then especially when he got sentenced and all that. So, but now that I seen Leak Moss, speaking on certain stuff, I decided to, put this out there. So, I sent him a letter. He got locked up, he been locked up 4 years now. He got locked up back in October 2018. And I got this message from him in May 2019 when I had, sent him a letter. And I'm going to read it out to y'all. He had responded back through a text message, through an Android phone. And the messages came through, it was a long-ass message he sent. Through an Android phone, the Jones come through different messages, and sometimes they be out of order. So I had put them in order and put it on a note in my iPhone so I could put the messages in order, and I'm going to read them to y'all, in order with exactly what he said. Like I said, it's a long-ass message, but, it's relevant today, and it need to be heard, so I'm going to get right into it. He said, "Yo, bro, this ad, parentheses, ARAD, I got your letter today, bro, and I appreciate the support from you and everybody else. I'm good in here, though, bro. I'm a man, and I know how to handle myself accordingly. Yeah, the media hyped my situation up. I guess he might have meant to say, it ain't as bad as it seems, bro. I basically charged with conspiracy to a bunch of things that other people were allegedly involved in. I ain't charged for a crime that I actually committed. But these people created this conspiracy law for the Italian mob back in the day. Now they're using them same laws to target minorities, saying that just because we grew up together or hang together and probably commit some crimes, and some probably commit some crimes, they're saying that is organized, and that's not the case at all. So that's just a tactic to target our people. So when I make it out of here, I seriously want to put this info out into the world. A lot of our people don't even know the charge that this federal people, I guess he meant to say charges, that this federal people can falsify and put together to charge us with things, even though we weren't even in the vicinity nor had any knowledge of the crime. The same thing that happened to all the young guys from our hood, my side and your side. You talk about area, that's where we from. So you talking about, it was an indictment, some years back, a couple years ago, where, it was a big, basically, indictment with a bunch of guys on this case. Some of the guys from his side of the area, some of the guys from my side of the area, and they basically was charged with a conspiracy. But in reality, a lot of the guys on that case didn't even know each other. So he basically said they all conspired to do these crimes together, and a lot of them guys didn't even know each other, and that's facts. So that's basically what he talking about. So he say, back to the young guys from our hood, my side or your side, they charge all 30 of them, basically saying all 30 of them, because it was 30 of them on a conspiracy to a Hobbs Act, and most of them don't even know each other, like I was saying, and didn't even know the charges they could face. I didn't even know none of this until I got in this building. This building is different. Extra young and Crack, he was just here. He talking about Crack, Crack from my side too. Shout out to Crack. He was out on the streets at this time. He was home, but now Crack locked up, unfortunately, and he just got sentenced, to a long time. So shout out to Crack, man. Hopefully he could bounce back out of that. But hold your head, my boy. That's who he talking about, though. He talking about Crack. So he's saying Crack, extra young and Crack. He talking about Crack. For me to ask him that, like, he was just here, so he basically could co-sign what he's saying, because Crack was a part of that conspiracy that I was talking about earlier with the 30 people that ain't know each other. Crack was in on it. He had done time behind it.
Man, like, that shit is a whole different, that shit is a whole different world once you get there, because when you get in that building, 85 to 90% of them dudes is telling. Like, and that's where the change in me came at, because it was like, the real niggas don't got no win out here, man. We always gonna stand tall, so we always gonna get the short end of the stick. But the experience, man, was life changing, man. Like, my situation, like, I made it out good because I got recharged for the shit that I was locked up in Jersey for. So I got my time credit from that. That's how I ended up making out kind of good with the 5 years, 60 months, whatever the case may be.
U.S. Attorney in Philadelphia has announced indictments against 16 people in connection with a sophisticated crime operation that allegedly included robbery and torture. Live outside the federal building tonight is Action News reporter Sarah Bloomquist. Sarah?
Jim, federal prosecutors called them a violent gang of serial robbers who used torturous tactics in home invasions and robberies. They're accused of stealing jewelry, cars, cash, electronics, and drugs from their victims in a years-long crime spree that stretched from Philadelphia to the suburbs. On July 15, 2013, two men posing as police waved around semi-automatic guns inside Platinum Jewelers at 12th and Market. Federal prosecutors say one of these men was Khalil Smith, the other one of the many accomplices in a violent robbery ring operating from 2012 until last month all around the region.
The defendants were bold and resourceful in committing these crimes.
At the jewelry store, prosecutors say the other members of the ring posed as customers. Still more stood watch, monitoring police radios. They left with nothing once the real police were on the way. This 17-count indictment alleges in many other cases the 16 men in the group used violent tactics in home invasions, targeting victims they thought had drugs or money from drugs.
The torture included waterboarding, beating, threatened sexual assault, scalding with boiling water, and being shot.
Federal prosecutors say this house on Lee's Way in Hatfield was targeted by the ring in November 2013. They allegedly placed GPS devices on the victim's cars so they knew where he lived.
They forced the victim inside his home. They restrained him, threatened him, and assaulted him. Then the defendants stole electronics, guns, cash, and in this case, even the victim's BMW.
Two of the defendants are already accused of robbing and shooting a pharmacy delivery man in North Philadelphia in July 2014. 12 of the 16 defendants are in custody. The ATF needs the public's help finding Hassan Cheney and Brandon Seegers so they can join their friends now in federal custody.
Today, their criminal activity journey has hit a wall, the wall of justice.
Now, some of the 16 defendants were arrested today. Some were already behind bars, and the feds feel confident they're closing in on the rest in the group. They all have criminal histories and now face very, very long sentences, up to life in prison. Live in Center City, I'm Sarah Bloomquist, Channel 6 Action News. Jim?
Thank you, Sarah.
I would like to educate our people I seen a young black kid get 35 years for 2 robberies, and it was for $200. It was basically saying it was only for $200. I bet if he knew what the Hobbs Act was, he would have never allegedly committed that crime. Bro, if you never been in this building, you would never knew. Because I never knew until I came here. The laws we learned growing up are 100% different over here. They gave Ace Capone life in prison for drugs. Shaking my motherfucking head. He on my block too. He basically saying Ace Capone on his block. And I did an interview with Ace Capone, some years ago. He basically shared his story. So shout out to Ace Capone. Like, he's saying him and Ace Capone basically on the same block. He said, I just want to teach the youngins before they end up in here. From Abdul West. So that was basically ARED. When he responded back to the letter I sent him. Like I said, I just was reaching out to him after he got locked up and some time passed. And he finally put his information out there to where he was at and how to contact him. I just reached out to him, sent him a letter. And then that's how he responded back through a text message saying he got my letter, and that's basically what he wrote to me. So he ain't necessarily, I don't think he wrote that to me. I ain't gonna say I think. I know he ain't write that to me just for me to put it out there. He was basically just sharing it with me. So I never really put it out there. I went try and clout chase off his name. But I probably, I might have been one of the first media people that he talked to. Unless somebody can show me different. You see the date on there, May 16th, 2019. So I never put it out there because, like I said, I wasn't chasing it. But I could have tried to get him to do an interview and all that. But I was genuinely, concerned for his well-being, man. I really want to see him get back out here. I really got a different kind of relationship with Ab. Like, Ab ain't really look at me as just no media person. Like he said, we from the same hood, so he know people from my side. Area and all that, like personally, and he know that. He been locked up with him. He done told me stories out about how they vouch for us, and they all the people from my hood that he was locked up with that he know. He basically know like all of them was sturdy. He was telling me all the stories about them in jail, and he's like, yeah. So I know y'all official because they y'all peoples, and they basically co-sign y'all. Like they say y'all they folks or whatever. So Ab always had a different view of me and had a different rapport with me, and like
telling my man Show Tizzy, man, like niggas ain't fucking with them, man, underrated, dog. And that's the truth. Like on some words, niggas ain't fucking with H, man. Niggas ain't fucking with Show, and niggas ain't fucking with Face. Real rap, them niggas can really rap. Like, real rap, niggas, y'all niggas can't even rap for real. You know what I'm saying? It's a handful of niggas that really can rap. Yeah. Like niggas ain't fucking with y'all, like for real. Yeah. Can't really name niggas out here that's really can rap better than y'all niggas. Like y'all niggas got the punchlines, you got your own style and your own swag. Some bitches notice all that shit. Like these niggas got their own style, like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Your own swag, the way y'all line y'all bars up and all that shit. I got your own shit, like your own signature, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I be digging that shit. And the punchline, that shit be y'all put together that shit like, cash is like punchline, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all shit be like fly with it, like I fuck with that shit, you know what I'm saying?
We always did content. We did plenty of content. I got plenty of stuff with Ab, bro. Like, I got some of Ab best content. If you ask me, bro, like nothing biased. Like some of his best interviews and the best content Ab got on YouTube came with me because he got a different rapport with me. We get on my camera, like he more comfortable. And I want to put this out here too because there's some misconceptions about Ab. So while we on Ab, I just want to clear some things up on Ab, like because a lot of people may not know they got a different perspective on Ab, and I know some of his peoples had put it out there before, and even Ab himself, like one of the interviews he did with me, he wanted to pretty much put it in perspective. An interview we did down in Batcave, like to let people know, like he was calling it organized chaos. He's like, like letting people know, like, man, I'm not no dummy, I'm not no idiot, I'm not just out here recklessly and all that. He basically let people know, man, it's just entertainment. Like I get on this camera, I talk to the people and all that, and I know what it's going to do pretty much. Like, but people been thinking that he just crazy, and so he actually did an interview where he really wanted to like let people know, like, bro, I graduated high school early. Like, I've always been a smart guy. I've always been like a leader and all that type of stuff.
So, like we was talking before off camera, we want to get the people some insight, like, cause a lot of people think you do this like real recklessly, and ain't really no thought behind it. Think you just wake up and just go ham and snap.
This shit was calculated. Everybody can talk trash on the camera, and it won't go over like how my shit went over. First of all, y'all can believe it. You feel what I'm saying? This is not chaotic. They think everything is just chaos. It's tactical. It's strategic. I plan everything I do. I plan to get on DVDs and act crazy. And make y'all think I was crazy because y'all didn't listen when I told y'all I know how to rap. You know what I'm saying? They will never give me my credit. I feel like I deserve it. And they think I'm just a dumb, retarded bull because I act crazy on these DVDs and these cameras. No, because y'all don't listen. If I talk to y'all in a respectable manner, y'all won't pay attention to me. It's like we're playing Matador with y'all. I gotta show y'all some shit to make y'all come towards me. I have to show y'all this. I have to show y'all this crazy shit to make y'all pay attention. That's just what it is, man. Philly don't get behind these rappers. If I was in any other city with this movement and this name and this name and this stamp with this movement, I would be a millionaire. You feel what I'm saying? I invested in good business. I make good business decisions. I was always the boss of my squad since I was a kid, man. Do that sound like a dumb man can do that? I had my diploma when I was 16. Do y'all know that? I had my diploma when I was 16. I dropped that at 15 and went and got my diploma at 16. Y'all ain't know that, did y'all? My middle school was on a college campus. Did y'all know that? I'm highly intelligent, man. All this shit is tactical, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's all tactical for them. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I'm different. These bulls not like me, man. And every time I got light, I brought whoever around me in them. If I got this much light, I say no break bras. Come on. My first time getting on DVDs, I said no break bras. Get on this. My first DVD I was on, No Breaks Bras was on it with me. P90 Smooth was on it with me. Why is that? I don't got that in me to say, no, I'm on DVD now, y'all stay in the back. No, come on. They might like you. We might got to ride your jump. They might like you better, No Breaks Bras. We got to ride your way, man. You got to get us in the sunset. And that's how I'm rocking, man. Anybody will tell you I embrace everybody that came to me with the music, man. And I still don't get the respect I deserve for this shit, man.
Yeah, so in reality, like, behind the scenes, Ed really was a smart guy. I mean, he really wasn't no dumb, reckless, crazy boy. I mean, despite what people might think, he really was a good dude. He really did have a good heart. He really did. He really was doing what he was doing, bro, to help out his people. Like, he always felt like he had people around him that really rapped, that really was taking rap serious and really was trying to get to another level with the rap stuff. And he felt like he was in position because, you know, he had the situation with Cass. He was down with Cass at one point in time. Then he started doing Jones with Meek. That kind of brought a different kind of light to him because, you know, Meek was popping at the time. Anybody getting on Flamers mixtapes and all that. At that time, you know, Meek was dead. So everybody was banging that. So once Ab got on the stuff with Meek too, after being with Cass, like that kind of boosted his stuff up even higher. He had a crazy light than the DVDs and all that. So he was trying to basically use his light to shed light on his people and what they was doing, try to push them as artists. So a lot of the stuff he was doing on camera was just theatrics, bro. He just was gassing stuff, you know, bit and I mean, like it was some truth to some of that stuff, but he pretty much was like exaggerating a lot, just and trying to entertain the people because he know that's what people wanted to see, wanted to hear, just to bring attention to his folks and to his people to try to get them on and get them some light. That was his whole goal, bro. He just was trying to get his people on. He wasn't never. He ain't never come across like on no self-serving stuff. Like he's trying to be all about him and try and get all the light and attention and all. He really just was trying to help his folks, bro. And he knew that he had the power and position to make it happen. He knew all of them was going, and all of them was backing him because they knew what he was doing. That's why we get on camera and talk crazy. People knew that he wasn't 100% telling the truth or all that stuff, bro. They knew he was, but they was backing him because they knew why he was doing it. They knew he was doing that because he was, once he get the light, he was gonna share. That's why he had a bunch of artists around him. I mean, since day one, like he always had the P90 Smooths, Breezy Baguettes, no breaks bras. Like I mean, then later on, other people start coming around. Razor, I mean, and et cetera, et cetera. You know, he had a bunch of OBH had a bunch of rappers around. I mean, like, and Ed was trying to show love, be a boss, a label head, a CEO. He wanted to sign artists, put artists on. You know, Quilly was a part of OBH at one point in time. Even after they went through what they went through and they squashed it. I mean, then Quilly was down for a period of time. Like, so you know, he always was trying to build it up like that, bro. So. From my perspective, like I said, man, Ed was a good dude, man. Me and him had plenty of conversations off camera. He'd tell me about all types of stuff, know what I mean, that's going on with him. He always told me his plans and what he was trying to do. And I always would do interviews, him and the squad, like give him the light, like use my platform to give him. And he appreciated that, and he always showed my platform love. I could always get Ed on anything at any time, bro. Like, so he could be in the studio with all his homies. I could pull up on the block, it just be him by himself, know what I mean, like. Whatever, like, that was my guy, like, I mean, that's still my guy, like, I ain't holler at him in a little minute, but, you know, that's still my guy, man, for sure, man. Ed, super sturdy, good boy, and, you know, the narrative out there about him ain't really true, man. He really a good dude, and I ain't never seen him be on no drug selling type time. He never gave me that, like, he took that stuff on the camera, but off the camera, bro, especially in like the later years, bro, he was on some positive stuff, owning properties, the label, all that stuff. Like, I ain't just saying this neither, bro. He ain't never took that stuff. I never seen that stuff, and I've been around him plenty of times. Like, it was always on some positive. You know, we trying to do this rap stuff, we trying to get money, and that was that, man. So shout out to Ed. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Shout out to the OBH guys that's locked up. Shout out to OBH guys that's still around. You know, Leak Moss and them just dropped OBH and nothing not too long ago. Go support that. They still trying to carry the flag and hold it down, you know, for OBH and Ed, man. Hopefully Ed can bounce out of that situation and make it back out here, because he definitely ain't deserve no 45 years, bro. Everybody who know better know Ed want no damn drug kingpin, especially at this point. Come on, man. Like, and Leak Moss, one thing he say Ed ain't sold drugs in like over 10 years, bro, and I believe that. I ain't never heard nothing about Ed doing nothing like that in a long time, bro. Like, I mean, Ed definitely sturdy, been in the mix back in the day. His history well documented, but in recent years, he really been on some real estate stuff and all that type stuff, bro. Like, music. He been dropping projects. Y'all done seen all types of problem protocol projects. He got stuff with him in Dark Low. He been putting out other people from OBH stuff. He been in studio heavy. Like, where he had time to be a drug boss, bro. Like, I ain't see it. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, so I think he just got caught up, like he said, with just cause some people he may know or been around or whatever may have done something, and they try to put that on him. Like, I don't agree with that, bro. He don't deserve what he got, for sure. Like, so hopefully he bounce up out of that, man. Free my boy Ed, man. Shout out to y'all. Got more content coming. Like and subscribe, share. Stay tuned, man. We definitely got more stuff coming. And like I said, hopefully Ed can bounce up out of that. Shout out to the whole OBH Freedom Man, man. F.A.M.E TV. Until next time, we out of here.